should shape up to be a pretty good one tonight.
Well, it has a chance. I tell you what, there have been some mighty nasty clouds move in here in the last few minutes. Looking off to the west here, it doesn't look too awful bad, but there are certainly some dark clouds right over the Hound Pound at this moment.
And according to some reports, part of this was some very hard rains in Nebraska as it started to come into this area, but so far so good. It's held off, and well, it was a sunny afternoon, and to about an hour ago, a sunny night has turned a little bit overcast here at Maryville High School. But again, hopefully the rains will hold off, and we can get this one underway without any of the wetness to hit this turf field. As always, in excellent shape. They keep the grounds here in a marvelous shape, and as far as the rains we had yesterday, shouldn't be much of a factor on the turf for tonight.
Field in very, very good shape. There is a wind tonight apparently coming out of the...
And Doug takes a deep drop as he'll get this one kicked away from the 40-yard line. And he's a straight-on right-footed kicker, and he boots a low line drive kick. It takes a bounce at the 25-yard line. Penalty marker falls as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Well, we have a chance to check Gasconi along with Todd Mackin. Front line of Tommy Marks, Tony Sheridan. Darren Pringer is your center. Jason Grills the right guard, and the right tackle is Vince Ross. On 1st and 10, in motion and going wide to the left side, one receiver, and they hand off up the middle. Out to about the 39-yard line. That'll be a gain of, and the defensive backs Keith Worm, Adam Otte, Calvin Mathis, and Adam Weldon. On 2nd down and officially a long 5. They send in motion to the right side, Tommy Casconi, and a draw play. The handoff goes up the middle, 40-yard line near the first down marker. It'll be about a yard short from our vantage point. But a draw play for the St. Pius as well. Brandon Mathis split in, goes wide to the right side for St. Pius. Over to the left side will be Tommy Casconi. I formation in the backfield, and the tight end Mackin goes in motion to the right. So they go with an unbalanced line toward the right side. Maryville and a 5-2 defensive lineman back to pass it. The quarterback carrying it out on the left side. It's up in the air and incomplete on the left sideline at the top. 2nd down and 10 from the Warriors' 45-yard line. Going from our left to our right. Casconi wide to the right side. The tight end Mackin goes in motion left. Offset I formation backfield. Sansoni with the long signal count, pitches out, goes to the left side. They want to sweep to the left. The pitch out goes to Thompson. Thompson turns the corner. He's at midfield, knocked out of bounds on the far side at the 49-yard line. To turn the corner there, stepped out of bounds, and he was hit about midfield, but stepped out of bounds in front of that. Offset eye toward the right side now for the St. Pius team as they send in motion Casconi to the right. And back to pass on 3rd down, long, rolling to the right side. Sansoni stops, wants to throw back to the left side, throws it up in there, and it's nearly picked off, goes incomplete at the 35-yard line. And has some good kickers, especially their field goal kicker. Their punter here is they'll be punting it away from the 48 of St. Pius. Clint Longwell to punt the ball. 10:26 left in the first quarter. Good snap. Here comes the rush, a light rush, a high punt, and it's taken on run at the 25-yard line. Taken to the 30, and will be stopped right at the 26. As Kobe Dugan takes the punt, he gets to the 26, and the Maryville Spoofhounds will take over for their first possession. 19 times for 103 yards. Jeremy Litteris into the game. He starts and goes wide to the left side. They have slot backs to the right and left as well as John Otte. Audibilizing at the line of scrimmage, looking at a 4-3 defensive alignment, and the pitch out goes on the left side. Andy Mackey gets the pitch, turns the corner. He's at the 30 to the 31-yard line. Ankle tackle at the 31-yard line.
Picked up several more yards.
For the official placement now, about a 4-yard gain instead of 5, so 2nd down and 6. Ball on the left hash mark. Otte at quarterback takes the snap and wants to option to the right side this time. Tries to turn the corner, and he is brought down. Now as Russ Wiederhold is along that front line at a tackle spot. Curtis Drake at a guard. Nate Mays the center. Also a guard, Jeff Googe. And also at a tackle is Chris Barman. Now they go wide again. Keeper is Otte. Otte turns the corner, 45-yard line. He's near midfield and out of bounds just before he gets to midfield. First down for Maryville. It was Vince Ross. Wide to the right side goes Jeremy Litteris. Slots to the right and left. Otte at the center now wants to drop back and pass. Throws down the middle. Got a one-handed grab at the 30-yard line to the 20, to the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Maryville. As a hesitation, is waiting to see if he's going to bring that down one-handed. He did a heck of a job holding on to it, and there's just a race to the end zone.
We'll be naming a Jackson Insurance Player of the Game at the end of this one, and I tell you, this one with 8:23 left in the first quarter is we have a candidate already, John.
Nice grab. They try to go for two. Pitch out goes on the right side and stops short of the goal line as they try to pitch 6, and St. Pius nothing as Maryville strikes early with Casconi and Amarillo back deep on this one. Another short kick by Mackey goes out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 6-0 Maryville with over to the left near the sideline at the 30-yard line. And this time they go up the middle again. It's on the ground with the boot. And it's rolled and fallen on at the 32-yard line. And falling on the...
Had they not accepted that penalty.
So they'll have a 1st and 10 as they send Casconi in motion. He goes in motion to the left side. And a draw play goes to the left. The handoff goes to Benji Thompson. Thompson tries to turn the corner. Maryville does a good job stopping the corner.
Tough test last week, but that one just a tremendous one-handed catch by Grant Sutton.
2nd down and 8 after a 2-yard gain by Thompson. In motion, Casconi to the right side as St. Pius shows a lot of motion. Now penalty marker falls. Casconi gets the pass play to the 35-yard line, breaks the tackle. He's out to the 40, and is slung to the ground at the 41-yard line, making the tackle for Maryville.
Maybe just a little bit too much motion for the St. Pius Warriors.
Same punt about 14.
And that's one of the things that we talked about, particularly with the Spoofhounds. Last week, only a 5-yard penalty, but it wiped out about a 7 or 8-yard gain. So not a good spot for the Warriors.
Offset eye, now in motion to the right side, goes their slot back. Pass goes on the right side. Tight end brings it down to the 20, out to the 30, out to the 35, to the 36-yard line.
Opportunity once again to get the football here if they can stop the Warriors on 3rd down.
High formation for the Warriors. Casconi wide to the right side. Off unbalanced line toward the right as the ball's on the left hash. Maryville showing 4-3 defensive lineman. Strong rush comes in. A long pass play downfield goes incomplete. Sassoni again as the fans going for their umbrellas and blankets right now. Brings up 4th down and another punting situation. And it's Clint Longwell to punt it. Low snap gets it away. And it's a nice spiraling punt. A low punt takes a bounce at the 35-yard line. And Kobe Dugan will roll and pick it up at the 18 on the right sideline. Picks it up past the 20, 25, breaks the tackle. He's to the 30. And to the 31-yard line. Thus, they've also picked up a 1st down on their first possession. It's a 52-yard pass play. We talked about reception to Grant Sutton. 1st and 10 for the Hounds. Slot back on both the right and left side. Naniga is in the backfield. Mobilizing at the line of scrimmage is John Audi, the junior quarterback. Now Sutton goes in motion to the left side. Long count by Audi, takes the snap and gives right side. Naniga gets the carry, and he bulldozes forward past the 35 to the 36-yard line.
John, faking the ball to Naniga, and that really set up, got Grant Sutton open as the safety had to honor Naniga.
Adam Weldon wide to the right side. Now Sutton goes in motion left. Once again, Naniga is single set in the backfield. And Naniga gets the carry again straight up the middle, close to the 1st down marker as he's near the 40-yard mark.
Maryville Spoofhounds doing a great job of opening holes this time for Naniga. They are a strong bunch, as we said, coached by Clarence Green, who used to be at the university, and has said each week that really is a plus for the Spoofhounds to be able to get that expertise down here and help with their football team.
They bring the chains out for measurement, and it looks like they're going to be inches short on this drive. 3rd down and short yardage. Naniga's in the backfield. Audi comes up behind center. Nate Mays calls out the signal with slots to the right and left. Now in motion. Handoff goes left side, and it goes to Naniga again. He gets a great block. He's past the 45 to midfield and to St. Pius territory. Nice counter play that time. And instead of going up the middle with Naniga, he got him outside, and he picks up the 1st down. Slots to the right and left. Weldon in motion to the right side. Now Sutton in motion. Back to pass. Audi looks across the middle. It's caught near the 1st down marker at the 40-yard line. Adam Weldon with 2 for 2, 61 yards. Not bad. 2nd down, short yardage, less than 1. And they go with handoff left side. Naniga gets the carry again as he cradles the ball, passes the 35. He's inside the 30.
The defenses and some other reasons weren't able to get quite that mix that they wanted.
Now Maryville going unbalanced line toward the left side, single set backfield. And they go with the 2nd back 3. That's Grant Sutton. He's to the 20, to the 15, the 10, 5, touchdown. Maryville, Sutton's 2nd touchdown of the evening. This time on a quick trap play right up the middle, and it's credit the offensive line on that one. There's a hole of about 5-6 feet that Sutton was able to go through.
And I don't think Grant Sutton had a hand laid on him all the way to the end zone for 30 yards. John, you and I might have made it through that hole.
And that's scoring away. 12-0 the score. Maryville with the lead. 3:54 left in the first quarter. And the rain, I believe, has subsided just a little bit. Maryville with the lead. Now they line up to go for the two-point conversion. John Otte behind center. Manning goes the setback with slot backs to the right and left. Weldon lining up wide to the left side. Option to the right side and into the end zone. Untouched is John Otte as he took the snap and rolled to the right side. Cut in. And the two-point conversion is good. And Maryville takes a 14-0 lead. 3:53 left in the first quarter. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Spooftown Football on KNIM.
D&S Western knows that there are only a few.
They can be spelled and really not lose that much.
Back in to kick off again, and he boots a high end-over-end kick, going deep this time, taking a chance on the D-backs. That's Cascone with the ball, and he goes off left side past the 20 to the 25-yard line. They send twin receivers to the right side on this play. Brandon Mathis, one of those. He's wide to the right side. Also, Tommy Cascone. And handoff, second back through, gets the carry. He stopped at the line of scrimmage and driven back as the rains come down harder. Lines up on the right, have an unbalanced line. High formation. Maryville adjusting defensively to the unbalanced line with their 4-3 defense. Handoff off tackle right side. Stop at the 30 and falls forward to the 31. Maryville with the lead. Receivers to the right and left side, offset I formation backfield. A long count by Sansoni, the quarterback. He's back to pass. Strong rush comes in, gets away in time, throws it on the left sideline. It goes incomplete. Pass was intended on the rain's really peppering down now. As a punting situation for St. Pius. Kobe Dugan back deep to receive. The up back is Adam Weldon. Low snap this time, and the kick is away. And Longwell boots it and is picked up on the fly by Dugan. Eludes one tackler. He's at the 40. And he's driven backwards at the 42-yard line.
Here at the Hound Pound.
When Maryville St. Pius play, the Lightning has been known to strike. First and 10 for the Hounds. From their own 44-yard line, Grant Sutton in motion to the left side. And handoff off tackle right side. Manning gets the carry. He picks up one maybe that time. Second down and 1. And off up the middle, left side, and that's Craycraft who gets the carry. He's past the 40. He's to the 30, to the 20-yard line, to the 15, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Maryville on another big play. And once again, the offensive line opens up a hole. And this time it was Justin from 14 yards, and he is more than eclipsed out on that one carry.
Well, we just mentioned that Justin was in there at that backfield, and again, wow, that offensive line there was a huge, huge hole there.
One.
We do business with Charles Fatty Group.
Talk things over here. They want to try to stop the bleeding just a little bit as they find themselves down 20-0 early in this game.
One thing that this big lead has done in the early game is kind of taken the coach of St. Pius, Rick Byers, out of this game. He is one of the nice guys and very, very animated on the sidelines most times, but he's pretty quiet so far this evening.
Dave Merrill out for the point after attempt. He is connected on 6 of those this season. Left-footed soccer starter. Snap is down. The kick is up. And it is good. So that's his 7th point after he's connected on this year. And Maryville increases their lead. It's a 21-0 lead with 1:34 left in the first quarter. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Spooftown Football on KNIN. Scoring off to a good start. Mackey to kick off again. He's had a busy day kicking off. It's a short end-over-end kick taken by a nutback at the 25-yard line, past the 30, now to the 35.
By the Spooftown defense. Only one first down so far for St. Pius.
Cascone wide to the right side, I formation backfield. Fullback is Termini. And Termini gets the carry. He's off to the right side. Counter play past the 40 to the 45 on the sideline to the 50 and out of bounds into Spooftown territory at the 45-yard line. Making the tackle. Mathis offset I formation backfield and wide to the left is Cascone. Sansoni, the quarterback, on count with the snap. Counter play right up the middle. The handoff goes to Frank Termini. Breaks another tackle. He's got a first down past the 40. And he's to the 36-yard line. Got it.
Spoofhouse just get back in their spots. They'll be fine.
Rain has let up considerably from what it was just a few moments ago. Out of the I formation, they go to the fullback, and he is hammered and brought down in the backfield. A loss on the play. And that time Termini got the carry, and he was just nailed right as he got the handoff from Sansoni. Offset I backfield with 2nd and 11. And back to pass, sprinting to the left side to throw the ball. Sansoni has a strong rush, looks, throws downfield, and it's incomplete. Another opportunity for an interception by Adam.
Run anybody. I wouldn't know anything about that.
27 seconds left in the first quarter. I formation backfield on this 3rd and long from the Maryville 36-yard line. Tied in, Mackin goes in motion to the left. Receivers to the right and left side. And play action back to passes. Sansoni, he's hit and drop. Brought down back at the 41-yard line, coming hard on the play and making the Maryville Spoofhound Stadium. Kobe Dugan dropping back deep. Adam Walden will be an up back on this punting situation. Don't forget, after the game, we'll have your Jackson Insurance Player of the Game. Good snap. Here comes the punt by Longwell. It's a high knuckleballish type of punt. Takes a bounce at the 30 and a quick bounce out of bounds. And a bounce out of bounds inside the 20 at, let's see where they officially put it down. Looks like they may put it down on...
Kobe Dugan is going to take a little out, but the Spoofhounds were on the north end.
Well, the quarter change can take you by surprise sometimes. On first down, they hand off up the middle. Naniga with the carry, and he crosses to the 22-yard line. And this will bring up...
John, we had the Spoofhounds for 210 yards of offense in that first quarter. Pretty good effort.
Man, they'd like to have that in the entire game, the last part against Chillicothe. Single set, back goes in motion, and the pitch out behind Grant Sutton, and Sutton tries to fall on the ball. Back at the 15-yard line, I think Sutton was able to get back. Before the game, Ashley Wand was crowned homecoming queen, and it was David Newstetter being crowned as the homecoming king. On this third down, long play option to the left side. Adi keeps it himself. Sutter steps past the defender at the 25-yard line to the 30. He's out to the 40 on the sideline at midfield. It's a race. He breaks the tackle. 40, and he'll go all the way to the 20, the 10, 5, touchdown, Maryville, and another long touchdown run.
John Adi, only one person had a shot at him that time. John was able to stutter step him after about 13 yards, and from then it was just a race to the end zone, and John has the good speed. 85 yards, over 300 yards in offense now. What happened last week, John?
I don't know. Perhaps a good Chillicothe defense, but St. Pius has had a pretty good team coming into this one, and Maryville really seems focused for this one tonight. 27-0. Maryville with the lead. 10:28 left in the first half. We go to the swinging gate. Now they'll line up for the point after attempt as Dave Merrill will try to boot this one. Nick Glassnap the hold. Ball down. Kick is up. The left-footed soccer Styler drills it, and it's a 28-0 Maryville lead over St. Pius. We'll be back after this 30-second timeout. You're listening to Spoof back deep along with Emilio, and it's end over end kick. Emilio will take it at the 15-yard line. Line drive kick takes it out to the 20, 25 to the 30. Breaks the tackle on the sideline. 35 enters out of bounds, and at the 45-yard line continues to go forward. I thought he may have stepped out back at the 40, but he keeps bold arm. This St. Pius team can strike quickly, so let's watch. Hopefully Maryville can keep the type of defense they've had so far. They have receivers to the right and left. They go with the draw play up the middle. And going to carry was Benji Thompson. Thompson tries to left in the first half. At halftime, we'll have a halftime interview with John Zeliff. He is the new director of the Northwest Technical School, and we'll have your Hy-Vee halftime highlights. That's all coming up at halftime. In motion. To the right side goes Mathis. He goes in motion, running left side. Penalty marker falls back to pass to Sansoni. Just kind of a touch pass on the right side to his fullback out of the backfield. Gets back near the line of scrimmage and run out of bounds, but penalty marker down. Perhaps another motion penalty against St. Pius.
Thrown by the referee, that's what you have to think that it probably would be. About 8 o'clock at night, the way things go for me.
Rain seems to have let up considerably. In motion, the tight end Mackin to the right side. Offset I formation, second down 15. Play action back into the pocket. Now rolling right side is Sansoni. Lobs the pass on the right sideline, going incomplete. Not sure who the intended receiver was. Mackey coming and races off to the sideline here on this third down play. Substitution made just in time. And Maryville defensively looking at about a 5'2" defensive lineman. Back to pass to Sansoni, strong rush, and he lobs it on the left sideline, going deep, and it goes incomplete near the 40-yard line, says Clint Longwell. Again, we'll try to boot this one away.
Spoofhounds, good pass defenses. Really, they have had no chance at all for a completion.
Line drive punt taken on the run by Dugan. He tries to turn the corner at the 35-yard line and is rustled down at the 36.
Here, the Spoofhounds, 300 yards offense. They only have 3 first downs in it while racking up 300 yards of offense. That's how dominant the offense has been.
When you have some long running plays, you tend to score quickly here. Now they go with an option. Left side, the pitch out goes to Grant Sutton. Sutton breaks away from one tackler, wants to turn the corner, and he'll be hauled down. Making a grab was Vince Ross as he got a hold of him and wouldn't let go. And this will be a saved situation, turned it into a score on the next play with that long run by John Oddie. Second down and 11 for Maryville. John Otte at the line of scrimmage calling out the signal. The slot backs to the right and left. Andy Mackey goes in motion to the left side. And the handoff goes up the middle. And the handoff, Kobe Dugan goes wide to the right side. Andy Mackey lining up a slot to the right. Sutton a slot to the left now in motion. And back to pass is Otte. Rolls right side. Looks downfield. Looks, throws, and it is caught. Andy Mackey with the reception at the 40-yard line. First down, Maryville into St. Pius territory. Nice reception by Andy Mackey as he hauled that
On another big gain.
First down to the Warrior 40-yard line. 7:33 left in the first half. Sutton a slot to the left. And now Ryan Castillo a slot to the right side. And the handoff goes to Castillo. He tries to spin away from one tackler. Falls and gets to
Getting out of that one grasp, and he might have had another touchdown as there was a lot of green ground and grass in front of him.
Adam Weldon to the right side. Slots to the right and left. And now Andy Mackey in motion left side. And option to the left. Pitch out goes to Craig Kraft. Craig Kraft, nice block as he gets to the 30-yard line. Andy Mackey with a good block at containing one of the D-backs for 28-0 Maryville leading. Receiver to the left side, slots to the right and left. Craig Kraft in is the single set this time as Sutton goes in motion right side. Pitch out on to the fourth, and it is still bobbled around, and John Otte comes over and falls on the fumble at the 40-yard line. For St. Pius trying to pick up that
Pitch and getting on the ball.
Wide to the left side for Maryville goes Jeremy Litters. The tight end, Matt Felton, lining up on the right side. Option rolling left side is Otte. Otte now wants to throw the ball across the middle. Goes incomplete. Trying to throw across his body. Intended for Litters.
Completion of the evening.
Third down and long. Something Maryville hasn't been in much this evening. They send Adam Weldon to the left side, slots to the left and right as Andy Mackey goes in motion right side. Back to passes Otte. Here comes a rush, tries to roll to the left side, and he is hauled to the ground. A big loss back to the 46-yard line. Coming hard that time for St. Gascony for St. Pius. And to punt for Maryville will be Clay Mosier. He's had a couple punts this year, an average of 19.5 yards per punt. Post snap gets it away. It's a high end over end punt. Off the side of the foot, and will take a bounce at the 32-yard line, and it rolls across the 30, and will be downed on the 30-yard line. Brandon Mathis wide to the left side. And to the right side, Tommy Cascone, I formation backfield. The tight end now goes in motion to the left end, Mackin. Adam Weldon at D-back comes over to set up near the tight end. Two sets back is the quarterback, Sansoni, throws, and it goes incomplete. Trying to go for Cascone on the right side. He had Chris Barman. To the left side is Brandon Mathis. And Cascone over to the right side now. Split formation backfield. Sansoni the quarterback with a quick snap, and he's back to pass. Now goes on a draw play going nowhere, and it'll be hauled down to the ground. Handoff goes to Frank Stallone.
It's tough ways.
Maryville still with the shutout going 28-0 to score. 4 minutes left in the second quarter. By backfield, receivers to the right and left. Sansoni now with the long signal count, sends in motion to the left side, running back to pass to Sansoni. And he throws across the middle, and it goes incomplete. And he threw into coverage again, trying to go.
Good job of covering some tough receivers.
Kobe Dugan back deep. A high snap for Longwell. Pulls it down. No rush this time. Gets it away. A high punt. And a fair catch called for at the 45-yard line. So a fair catch is called for by Kobe. Always makes it worthwhile to get out to the park a little bit early. First and 10 for Maryville from the 46. And the option play left side. Otte wants to turn the corner. He's being chased, turns at midfield, and is rustled out of bounds on the far side at the 48-yard line. Ankle tackle, Big Rodman proud. Yeah, they're getting into the spirit of things, no doubt. Some yellow popping up a little bit, too. Option play this time. Pitch out goes right side. Grant Sutton breaks one tackle, lowers his head, shit out of the first down as he crosses the 45. 28-0. Maryville with the lead. Kobe Dugan wide to the left side. Ryan Castillo is the slot back. He goes in motion to the left side. And option left. Pitch out goes to Naniga. Naniga has some blockers in front of him. Ball pops loose. And Naniga may have fallen on the ball. It looked like he got a pretty good fall on it. He does. And he gets to the 41-yard line. That'll be a gain of, goes wide to the left side. And also slot to the right is Castillo. And slot to the left is Sutton, who now goes in motion. And penalty markers fall as the play never did. Pretty hard for about a 5-minute period of this game. Second down and 12 for Maryville. Naniga's the setback. Receivers to right in the left side. Now back to pass to Zotti. Wants to throw across the middle. Incomplete. In and out of the hands of Adam Weldon.
Again, John Otte really throwing it on a rope, putting some real arm behind that heave.
Sutton is lining up as a slot to the left. A slot to the right is Castillo. Now Sutton in motion right side. Maryville double tight in set this time. Back to pass is Otte. Here comes a blitz. Otte rolls to the right side. Continues to roll, receiving pressure. Looks downfield. Throws the ball on the sideline. It's incomplete. Grant Sutton trying to dive after the low pass formation as they send Adam Weldon to punt. He's punted once this year, and that was good for 40 yards. Good snap. Here comes the rush, and he gets into it. A spiraling punt, and it sends Cascone to the right side. He lets it roll in front of him at the 20 and will roll out of bounds. Nice punt by Adam Weldon. St. Pius has shown a lot of formations this time. First time they've shown a single set, quick pass right sideline. It's caught on the sideline and out of bounds near the first down marker. As they went to a quick pass play to Brandon Mathis, he was knocked out of bounds on the far left in the half. 28-0, Maryville with the lead. And they go with the single set, twin receiver to the left side. And handoff up the middle. That getting the carry is Tremini. Turns the corner right side, past the 30. He's out of bounds at the 30. St. Pius 32-yard line. Now they go with a twin formation, actually a triple formation to the left side with their receivers. Showing a 3 set on the left side, long pass left sideline. Cascone reception at the 40, and he sprints out of bounds. Gets out of bounds at the 42-yard
sideline for some reason. I think they're waiting for him to get back.
And we're set now at the line of scrimmage. Goes Sansoni. He's behind his center in Pringer. And another quick pass on the right sideline. Now it's a complete and a pitch on the right side and out of bounds near the 46-yard line. Maryville defense read that one well. They got the pass play on the right. It was a reception to, don't forget, after the game, the K&I Scoreboard Show, John McGuire with the scores and highlights from tonight's high school football action around the area. Offset I formation for St. Pius. Twin receivers to the left side. Sansoni at the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 4-3 defensive alignment. Back to pass Sansoni. Deep drop back. Looks, throws. Caught by Cascone. Up the middle to the 50-yard line. He's to the 45, 40. And tripped up from behind. An ankle tackle made at the 40. Clock at 46.8 seconds. Stopped momentarily. Allowed a change to be reset into Maryville territory at the 38. High backfield. And Sansoni looks on the right sideline. It's caught Cascone with the reception. He gets out of bounds. Receiver, Mark Sansoni, the quarterback. Wessinger is the receiver to the left. Offset I formation backfield. Sansoni 3 steps back, looks to throw across the middle and goes incomplete. Going for the tight end, Mackin. Prior to that one. Cascone now to the right side with a split formation backfield. Now Cascone in motion to the left. And a quick counter play up the middle goes to the fullback. And out is Tremini. Breaks one tackle. He's to the 25-yard line. He gets the first down. I'm not sure if he got out of bounds or not on that play. The clock will stop to move the chains. And apparently he did not get out of bounds. St. Pius quickly lining up without a huddle on this play. 28.6 seconds left as they went with the quick counter play. And now St. Pius is forced to call the timeout. Nice call that time. Expecting pass, and Frank Tremini gets a counter play and picks up the first down.
Spoofhounds have been putting a lot of pressure from their defensive lineup, and as you say, using a lot of defensive backs. It makes you very, very vulnerable to the run up the middle, but it also is a good opportunity to keep the other team in bounds.
1st and 10 for St. Pius as they call their timeout. And I believe that should be their final timeout of the first half.
Should be, I believe. I have them for 3 anyway, whether the officials do or not.
And St. Pius showing a lot of formations, a lot of different type of things on this drive. We see more variety out of them on this drive than we have up to this point in the game.
Well, I think it's part of that is the fact that the Spoofhounds are playing quite a ways off of the receivers for St. Pius. They're giving them the short stuff, but St. Pius now with 25 yards to go and only about 29 seconds to do it in and out of timeouts.
So time for the defense to answer the call here, and I'm sure they'd like to go into the halftime locker room here, still pitching their shutout. 28-0, the Maryville Spoofhounds with the lead. Homecoming. Brief I formation for St. Pius as they come back to the line of scrimmage on 1st and 10 from the 25 of Maryville. Looking at a 4-3 defensive alignment, back to pass to Sansoni, rolls right. Continues to run with the ball. Rolls right side now, will cross the line of scrimmage to the 20-yard line. Races out of bounds. He's out of bounds near the now for St. Pius. Mackin is wide to the right side. Wessinger to the left side. Cascone a slot to the left and an I formation on 2nd and short yardage. Sansoni to the line of scrimmage. Back to pass into the pocket. Now runs out of the pocket as the rush comes in. Looks, dumps it, and it goes complete. Cascone with the reception. He'll be close. We're in the first half. High backfield, receivers right and left on this first down play. Sassoni into the pocket, lobs it toward the end zone on the right sideline. It's up in there, broken up, and it is incomplete. Incomplete.
Be the last play of the first half.
Wessinger to the left side. Right side is Mackin and Cascone. Now going wide to the left as well. Longwell enters the game as a receiver. He's to the left side, single set. And back to pass, sprinting to the left side goes Sansoni. Wants to look toward the end zone, throws it toward the end zone, and it is intercepted. Picked up by Maryville out to the 5-yard line. It's a high end over end kick as Wessinger boots it, and as we say that, goes out of bounds. Turner and also O'Hara this season.
The best thing...
and wide to the right side. And go with the double tight end set. And slots to the right and left. Nennig is the single set. John Hottie at the line of scrimmage, audibilizing. Now they go with the handoff. Nennig, a big hole opens up. He's out to the 45-yard line and tripped up from behind. That's good for a first down. First and 10 for Maryville from the 46, still in their own territory. Jeremy Lutters goes wide to the left side, slots to the right and left. Nennig is the setback. Now in motion goes Andy Mackey, a slot back. The pitch out is on the ground. Andy Mackey fields it and falls on it at the 43-yard line. Good job, Bob, on the part of Mackey to come up with that ball. Second down and long for Maryville. Second and 13 from their own 42-yard line. Quick handoff up the middle. It goes to Nennig again as he just cradles the ball. He's past midfield, and he's to the 46 into St. Pius.
Valuable to the team as the tight end, and he's doing an outstanding job.
Third down and short yardage for Maryville. Sutton is the setback. He goes in motion. They go right back to Nenniga. He has the first down. That time the right side of the offensive line blows open the hole, and Nenniga picks up the first down as he got
this team, even though he hasn't been starting yet this year.
Jeremy Litters goes wide to the left side, slots to the right and left. Nenniga again is the setback. First and 10, and Andy Mackey in motion, but they go a counter play right side. Sutton, another huge hole. He's to the 30, to the 20, the 10, 5, touchdown Maryville, and another long run by Grant Sutton.
43 yards this time, and again.
And huge hole opens up, and a touchdown for Grant Sutton. His third of the evening, 2 rushing and 1 passing. 34-0, Maryville with the lead. Swinging gate, now Maryville will line up for the point after attempt. Dave Merrill will kick it. Left-footed soccer starter, Glassnap will hold. Good snap ball down, kick is on the way. A high end over end kick, and it is good. Left in the pretty dangerous deep backs to return this one. And Mackey goes with a short line drive kick, takes it back and a bounce, and a nice field on the hop by Amarillo. He's on the left side, hit hard. And he gets to the 34-yard line. Pretty good win over record. An overtime win over Turner, and also a close win over O'Hare. And here the Maryville Spoofhounds leading at 35-zip. And a quick pass play. It goes to Cascone from Santoni. Ball is loose, and it is blown up by Maryville at the 25-yard line. The ball was loose. Matt Felton, I think, popped the ball away. Line first down. Early moments of the third quarter, 8:47 left. And Maryville leading 35-zip. Single set, Nannigo slots to the right and left side. Litters is wide to the right, and they try to go, and now the fake, and the quarterback is Glassnap this time, as Nick Brown.
Spoofhounds like to get him some experience in games like this.
Single set with receivers to the right and left side. Kobe Dugan's wide to the right this time, and now Glassnap again carries, tries to go behind. I believe he did get the handoff to Nenniga. Nenniga got through there pretty quickly, and Nenniga
getting an opportunity here to show what he can do. Played quite a bit against St. Pius, but with some of the other reserves. Now he's out there with the first unit for the most part.
Receiver to the left side, and motion Grant Sutton, and they go with the handoff again right up the middle. This will be stacked up close to the first down, but should be short from the angle we have. Going wide to the left side. Ryan Castillo is on a slot to the right side, Sutton to the left, and Nenniga in the backfield. Glassnap, the quarterback. Takes the snap, hands off Nenniga this time, off tackle left side. He'll be stacked up and should be short of the first down marker needed. Maryville with the lead, 6:20 left. We're in the third quarter. High formation with the receivers to the right and left side for Mike Sansoni. He's back in the pocket, has some time, gets it away across the middle. It's Scott, reception, first down to the 30-yard line and out to the 33. First down, good patience too as Jeff Googe is coming in and just got a pretty good shot on him after he got the pass off. Offset eye with a first down for St. Pius, and Sansoni back into the pocket. Looks to throw on the right sideline, leaping in there, pulling it down was Cascone. Another first down at the 45-yard line. Adam
coverage, quite a bit of space to the receivers.
First and 10 for St. Pius. Offset I again back to pass. Sony blitz comes in and is tipped up in the air. Goes incomplete. Pass was tipped by Adam Weldon. Wide to the right side for St. Pius is Brandon Mathis. Offset I and the counter play. The fullback gets the carry, and he's stacked up for about a 3-yard gain. As the handoff went to Frank, there's a lot of fine defensive plays as well. Blocks on offense. Not a bad day. High formation backfield. 3rd down and 6 for St. Pius. Deep drop is Sansoni looking on the left sideline, and it is caught. Cascone with the reception on the sideline to the 40, to the 35, and he's to the 30 and to the 29-yard line. And it's first here is St. Pius quickly to the line of scrimmage with very quick huddle, high formation, and Cascone wide to the right side. 1st and 10 from the Spoop Pound 29. Back to pass to Cascone. Breaks one tackle, tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, and it's took up and dropped from behind. And that was Doug Mackey to make the tackle. Also
31-11. That's 74-76 or 31-11. Jackson Insurance welcomes Shirley M. Candy. And now more than ever, most people do because it pays.
And stay tuned after the game for the Jackson Insurance play of the game. 35-0, Maryville with the lead. Offset I on 2nd down, 12 for St. Pius from the 32 of Maryville. Pass on the left sideline is caught out of bounds. Past the 15 and 200. Doing a pretty good job on this drive, just like they ended up the first half. A nice drive downfield. Single set, 3 receivers to the right side. Back to pass on the right, looking on a quick slanting pattern. Goes to Cascone, and he's ripped down to the ground at the 10-yard line. At 10:05 or right after this game, whichever comes first. High formation backfield, receivers to the right and left side. 1:28 left in the 3rd quarter, 35-0. Maryville with the lead. St. Pius driving. Deep drop back by Sansoni. Looks toward the end zone, and it is incomplete. Pass goes out of the end zone to the back of the line of scrimmage. Single set. And that is terminating with receivers to the right and left. Now Cascone in motion to the left side, looking at an unbalanced line. The defense is pulling to the left side to pass is Sansoni. A deep roll left side, throws back across the green, and it's picked off. Intercepted at the 5-yard line, past the 10 to the 12-yard line, and very timeout. You're listening to Spoop Pound Football on K.
Philosophy that you love to see on a strong defense.
1st and 10 for Maryville. John Oddie back at quarterback. Nick Glassnap, the quarterback the last series for the Hounds. Oddie audibilizing at the line of scrimmage on this 1st down play. In motion goes Andy Mackey, and off to the left side. That is Craycraft. Breaks the tackle the 20. He's to the 30. This is a race to the 40 to midfield. The one player misses him, and this will be another touchdown. Justin Craycraft with a long touchdown run to the 10-5. Touchdown, Maryville.
90 yards on that one for Justin Craycraft. He is making the most of his carries this evening.
He only had 3 carries for 14 yards going into tonight's game. That is his 2nd long touchdown run. As once he broke the line of scrimmage, there was one man to beat him. That was the free safety. And once that attempted dive after him at the 40-yard line missed, his clear sailing to the end zone.
And Justin Craycraft, he's had 3 carries for 14 yards. Tonight he's 4 carries for 155 yards.
Not a bad evening's work.
Not a bad season for some of us.
Dave Merrill out for the point after attempt. Glassnap will hold. Good snap, ball down. The kick is on the way, and it is good. So 11:45 left in the game. Maryville now leads 41-0. We'll be back after this 1-minute timeout. You're listening to Spoop Pound this 4th quarter. That's north to south at the Spoop Pound Stadium. 11:45 left in the game. Maryville now leading 42-0. Another long run by Justin Craycraft into the end zone for a touchdown. Mackey going away from the deep receivers. And it's taken on the hop on the right side. 20, 25 to the 30. But another tackle broken at the 30 out to the 40. And to the 41-yard line. Almost flawless homecoming for Maryville. The rain perhaps only thing keeping this from being a perfect night. They fell early, actually late in the 1st quarter, early in the 2nd quarter. But it's stopped, and Maryville with the lead. Back to pass, a new quarterback for St. Pius. Throw across the middle, and it goes incomplete. Trying to go to Waikinger, it goes incomplete. And the new quarterback, key interceptions, but he helped engineer a couple pretty good drives.
He moved the ball, and he has been harassed all evening by the Spoop Pound defense.
Circle in motion, and handoff going to the left side to the tailback past the 45 and out near midfield. This time St. Pius. Well, you just want to keep it on the ground here, too. High formation backfield, receivers to the right and left. Circle at quarterback. A long count. And now hands off up the middle, left side, and the carry this time goes to Matt Strobe, fullbacks. 1st down to the Maryville 48-yard line. 9:17 left in the game. Hounds are up 42-0. Single set with the slot to the left. Circle back to pass. And he wants to air it out, looking deep on the left sideline. Incomplete. Wackinger with a dive at the 15-yard line. It goes incomplete. Single set with a slot to the right side, and receivers right and left for St. Pius. Maryville 4-3 defensive alignment, a draw play, right side, and for a gain of 1, maybe 2. And afterwards, John McGuire with the K&IM scoreboard show. Receivers to the right and left side. From Longwell's the tight end, lining up on the right side, and Circo deep drop, looks, throws, right sideline, caught by Longwell, and he tries to dive for the first down, sticks on the far side, and interceptions. Receiver going wide to the left side is Willie Dunsing for St. Pius. High backfield, and Circo deep drop back, heavy rush comes in, gets it out of the pocket, and goes incomplete. Trying to go on a swing flat side for St. Pius now. Goes a player not listed on the roster, and an I formation backfield. That time of the game, I think we're sort of seeing a few of those filter into the game. High backfield, Circo back to pass. Wants to throw across the middle, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30-yard line, and another interception. And this time, the interception for Maryville comes in, and I put that one out of the sky and brings it down. And of course, Maryville leading their homecoming contest, 42 to 0. 42 to nothing the score. Glassnap back out at quarterback for Maryville, and he's got some new players surrounding him, and the handoff goes to Kirk, and one will go wide to the left side. Glassnap is the quarterback.
Matt Walk also getting some playing time.
So a lot of players coming in off the bench here for the final 5 minutes. Player goes in motion, and handoff goes up the middle, chugging forward, and not much room. It gets to about the 30 of that play coming up. Receiver 2 on the right side for Maryville is Jason Walter, and single set backfield. Now player in motion to the left side, and they go with the option, and that is Glassnap with the carry. And Glassnap change their set, and Maryville quickly to the line of scrimmage. Nick Glassnap at quarterback. Looks over the defensive alignment, now calls the play as a man in motion to the right side. Now they keeps it on the keeper. Glassnap pulls it out, and he's at midfield close to the first down. Looked like he was going with the for some tough teams in the Kansas City area, and Turner and also Kansas City O'Hare. Glassnap at quarterback. Wilson in the backfield with slot backs to the right and left side. And handoff going on a counter play left side. Chugging forward past the 45-yard line, getting to the 44-yard right now. Receiver to the left side. Single set on this second down and 6. And handoff. Now they fake the handoff, and Glassnap wanted to puts it out on the option play. Ball pops loose, and I believe, let's see, here's St. Pius from their own 43-yard line. And now they quickly get one more player into the ball game who slides to a stop at the tight end spot on the left side. And now back to pass is Circo, looks to throw, right sideline, it's caught, and Adam Weldon brings him down at the 40 for their defense. Second down and 4. High formation backfield. We're at 1:19 left in the game. Twin receivers to the left side, offset I backfield, and a Circle back to pass. Deep drop. Looks to throw on the left sideline, and it's intercepted on the sideline. Picked off at the midfield mark to the 40, to the 30, to the 25, angling back in at the 29, move to the 15, the 10, to the 5, a stiff arm, and into the end zone for the touchdown as the interception goes. Stopped. Timeout has been called. So a timeout with 53.9 seconds left. Timeout Maryville. We'll be back after this 30-second break. Maryville leading 42-0 in front of St. Pius. Back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Spoop Out Football on KNIN.
Hi there, Guy Wire here with tips for your safety around electricity. Today we'll talk about big risks with small appliances, like using them around your sink, tub, or shower. Don't. You could end up in real hot water. Same goes for power tools. Oh, and while we're at it, never stick a metal object into an appliance while it's plugged in. That's right, no knives in the toaster, or you could be toast. Well, that's it for now from Guy Wire, except to get a plug-in from my sponsor, St. Joseph Light and Power Company.
Welcome back to Spoop Out Stadium with Jerry Newman. I'm John Coffey. Maryville to the line, 3.9 seconds left, and a 42-0 lead. Glassnap at the line of scrimmage will call out the plays. Handoff goes on the right side. A hole opens up to midfield, and past the 50-yard line to the 40. With 25 seconds left, Glassnap will take the snap, and he takes